Louis Tomlinson. A little round of applause.
Oh, thank you. Like that intro.
Dude, we heard the song. Sounds really good.
Thank you.
How long was this project?
Well, this song I wrote about maybe 2.5 years ago now, and I wanted to be further on in my writing process so I could kind of release music a bit more frequently and then get into the album. So here we are. Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
And when's the album coming out?
January 31st. I've been rubbish at remembering, am I right? Yeah,
no,
yeah.
You're on
getting the nod.
Is that locked in, though? It's all done?
That's locked in, yeah,
okay.
yeah. There's been a bit of to and fro with that, but finally locked in, so
and
I'm
the
buzzing.
album is totally done? You can't go in and, like,
all
tweak
done,
this or that?
all
No,
done.
nothing.
Pretty sure it's nearly mastered, if not mastered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Louis Tomlinson hanging out in the studio. We're so happy he's here. We're going to play the song right now. And the world tour starts in March in Spain, right?
In Barcelona, yeah. Really excited.
It's exciting.
Really excited.
Do you speak any different languages?
I wish I did. No. I mean, I've got about 5 words in French. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah. But nah, I'm rubbish at languages. I'm always impressed by people who can speak languages. You know, there's every now and then I'll do an interview and I'll have an interpreter on the phone. You know what I mean? You're just talking and talking, and they're just they're amazing.
They're so good at it, right?
Yeah, they are good. Yeah.
All right, let's get into the song. Your introduction of your own song. Go right ahead.
All right, this is me, Louis Tomlinson, with my new single, We Made It.
Let's talk about the verses here and what this song means. Is this coming from a relationship standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, it originated as a title and a concept when we first started. When we first started writing the song, and it started as a bit of a message between me and the fans. Really, I was thinking about that first tour show. I was thinking about what does "We Made It" mean to me, and thinking about that first tour show and that feeling that we'll have as a collective. You know, not just me, but also all the patient people who've waited for me in that. So that's where it started out, and then with the verses, I was kind of just being a bit more visual and talking about my relationship when I was on the world tour with the band.
Yeah.
But my girlfriend was still at university, you know, so I was going to visit her and stay with her. So it was kind of like an interesting take on the two worlds.
Right. I thought it might have been something to the fact that you get up at 10:30 on a regular day.
Listen, yeah, that's still pretty early for me on a tour day. Like, I won't be getting up till
Well, what time are you
midday.
hitting the sack? When you're touring, you're out there and you're performing and stuff. Do you go out and have a couple of drinks afterwards with the
Always,
fellas?
got to.
You
Are
got
you riding
to.
high when you get off stage? You just kind of need to keep the
You
energy going?
Yeah, you know what I mean? You've just had such an amazing show. I mean, I toured since the band, but, you know, you come off stage, you feel amazing. So last thing you want to do is nothing with that, really. You know what I mean? You've got to have a good time on tour. But it's tiring. It's tiring.
I have a friend who's a dancer for Lizzo.
Cool.
And so I'm just constantly following her, and they're on tour right now, and it just looks like nonstop fun the entire time with your friends on and off the bus. It just looks like a great time touring.
It is. I'm not going to lie. I do love touring. Yeah. I've had some great times touring. So
What a
I'm
good
looking
deal,
forward to
man.
it.
How
It's all
is
right, isn't it? It's all
life
right.
is really good, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great, man. It's great, man. Like, obviously, I can't complain.
Yeah, you're happy. Everything's good.
Yeah, all good, man. All good.
Good for
I'm
you.
just excited to get into this next stage. You know what I mean? Get the album out, get on the road.
Well, it's fun to have people hear it, right?
Definitely. I think, you know, as a writer in particular, that's the moment, especially on the live show, where you actually feel your work, feel what you've done, you know what I mean? Feel what it means to people and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to that moment.
Well, it must be fun to see that reaction from people when you're on stage, and especially as the world tour kicks off and stuff, and you see people start singing along the songs.
Yeah.
When they sing along to it, I don't know, I'm not a performer, but that must be incredible.
I think that's the true payoff, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely. And you know, you can see the emotion in people's faces and when they're singing these lyrics and what, you know, how they've interpreted them and whatever. As a creator, that's the ultimate, I'd say.
You know what I think you guys got to do, though? And this is you and every other artist out there. Help me out here.
Go on.
I make Instagram videos.
Right.
And I get mad when I can't use your song.
Oh, the copyright stuff.
The copyright stuff.
Honestly, I got.
Does it drive you crazy?
Yeah, it does. Like, there's so many rules these days with all that, and I even see fans putting stuff up. You know what I mean, with the tune, and then it happens to get taken down or whatever. Listen, I mean, I probably should have an opinion on that. Sure. It annoys me, to be honest. If I'm being quite honest.
But I'd be willing to cough up a couple of bucks. Like every time I used it in a video, what if I gave you the 99 cents or something?
Sure.
Or
Wouldn't
just
that
like
be
a
great
coffee. Yeah. I'd be happy with that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea because I think every one of us, I didn't plan on going down this road, but here we are. I think every one of us would cough up a couple of bucks, you know, or something if we could use your music in that video we're making just for that one particular video. So a buck every time.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, it's like way over my head legally, but yeah, it annoys
Well, it's over
me
my
as
head
it does.
too. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Well, I just need you to say, I'm Louis Tomlinson. I approve of Valentine using my music. Could you imagine? You submit that to whatever social network. No, the guy said I could do it. We're totally good.
Where exactly did you grow up? What was
I
the
grew
name?
up in Doncaster, north of England, so it's about 20 minutes, 30 minutes from Sheffield, which is where Arctic Monkeys are from, and about an hour from Manchester.
Cool. Okay. Did
Wow.
you celebrate Halloween as a kid growing up?
Yeah. I've never been big on dressing up, to be honest. I'm that guy who's I
Even as
never
a
get
child?
that involved. I mean, obviously as a child, yeah. I can't remember any of my outfits though, but yeah, especially when I was younger and when I was at school and that, yeah, I'd get involved.
Okay. And so now here, if you're spending more time in the States, like you celebrating this year?
I think I might be on a flight when it is.
Oh, you could be all right.
Thing off the top of my head. But I only dress up when I have to, you know what I mean? When
Right.
I feel like
It's not your thing entirely.
Not really, not
Okay.
really, no.
Was it a big thing over there, Halloween though?
It's big, but it is massive over here. Like,
Yeah, it's
massive.
different.
Yeah,
Would you see kids going door to door trick or treating back there?
Yeah, we do that. We do that. It's just I've noticed here, like,
Right.
it's like a month before people
Sure.
are getting on it. They're excited for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. What did you do for pranks as a kid? My mom was born and raised in Cork in Ireland, so she's an Irish gal.
Amazing.
And she always talks about Ding Dong Ditch, where they always pulled on the knocker. They had like old style doors, knockers and stuff. And they tie a black piece of thread to it and they pull it from across the street. So you couldn't see anybody pulling it. The guy would open the door and freak out. Where the hell
I
are you?
like that. I like that.
What did you do as a kid?
I grew up in quite a working class area, so
Yeah.
we did some daft things. There's a night around, like I think it's around like bonfire night, and we
Yeah.
call it like mischievous night.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's normally pretty fun. I mean, just quite yobby things. You know what?
I don't know what that word means.
To be a yob, it's like, listen, I don't. We
You
do daft
teach
things.
us different things when you come here, by the way. Quite often.
Egging, that was
Yeah.
pretty horrible, but we got involved in that, on like a
Egging,
mischievous
okay.
night, egging.
yeah,
We
not
used to do
good.
the stupid thing, which is pretty horrible in hindsight, where
Right.
it's called tanking cars, and
Tanking cars?
you're just running up the bonnet of a car over top and get over as many as you can.
Parked
Okay.
cars?
And it was at park cars,
Okay.
Pretty horrible thing to do, and often you take chase for that, but that was part of the fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Jill, this is a fun story. When Jill was younger, she, you
Oh
know
my gosh.
what it is to TP a house, like to toilet paper a house, where you throw the toilet paper up into the trees and all over the
You
house.
TP
and
a
stuff.
Right,
house.
okay.
You would do it to somebody's house. She did it to her own house one night, just so the other kids in the neighborhood would think that she was cool and that somebody TP'd her house.
Nobody would ever TP my house, so I did it to
True
myself.
story.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
But how cool were you after that,
Oh,
right?
it was so cool.
Right.
Yeah.
People TP'd my house because I'm a cool kid, you know?
Do you have an update on Richard?
Richard, I spoke to him maybe like 3-4 months ago.
Okay.
I think it was his birthday. We sent him something for his birthday. Oh, incredible man.
That was so sweet. Can you reset for people what's going on with Richard and what you did with the bucket list?
Yeah, so around Two of Us, a single that I did, I wanted to do something special for online. It kind of acted as like a double video, really, another video for the song. And I met this amazing, incredible man who just lost his wife, and he'd made this like bucket list of things that he wanted to do. But not once did I see him like glum or feeling. He was just like the most happy, like charismatic guy,
Yeah.
full of jokes. Like genuinely, like I'm buzzing. I met him. He really like inspiring guy. Do you know what I mean? To be that age, and he was like, you know what I mean, getting involved in like these mad roller coasters and
Right.
stuff like that. Like a proper daredevil. Amazing guy to me.
Like, where does that come from? So you sat with him. You've been a huge part of his life now. Where does somebody have that energy, that inner peace where they can just embrace life for what it is?
I mean, he seemed to me like a one-off, you know, because
Yeah.
it was pretty, you know, it was pretty raw what had, and recent that he'd lost his wife relatively, but his outlook on life was just, you know what I mean, looking at the glass half full. He was just constantly like,
Right.
it just felt so good to be around him and doing all these
Right.
things with him and seeing like, you know, him smile and that. Oh, it was proper special, man. It was a good
Do you
thing
find
to do.
yourself being a better person when you're around people like that? You're a good guy. We know he's a good guy.
Thank
but,
you.
know.
I'll take that. Cheers.
But I think all of us, when we're surrounded by people that... Jill, I will say this about Jill. Jill's one of those people.
no, that's
Jill
nice,
makes
isn't it?
us
really
better
nice.
guys
Bless him.
in this studio.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely. I think you've got to be around good people. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you're around bad people, they drag you down. Good people, they bring you up, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's so easy to just get stuck in that mindset of being down.
Right, to be negative. It's so
Right.
easy. It's
Yeah.
infectious.
And both are
It is.
contagious. Both positive and negative emotions are so contagious.
Definitely.
We
you're
heard,
right.
I had no idea, but you own a bunch of like movie props?
Yeah, I've been asked loads about this recently.
Have
I'm
you?
thinking, Honestly, I've not got them out for ages. I went through this really silly phase. Look, you know, before I was in band, I was rubbish at saving money, right? I was rubbish at saving money.
Yeah.
So naturally, I've inherited just a bit of that, you know what I mean? I've put my money in right places, but I also did some silly spending back in the day. One of which was I went through the streak of just buying like crazy movie props. So like the best thing I own, and I am pretty proud about this, it's the leg braces on Forrest Gump, which I think are 1 of 3.
When he was a kid and he had the braces and he eventually ran and they fell off.
Yeah, I mean, that's like some heritage right there. Yeah, I got it off like an auction or something like that. I've got like swords from Kill Bill.
Cool.
Have you seen the Place Beyond the Pines?
I've heard of that.
I've got a bike from that. Yeah, I've got like a gun from prison. But honestly, like the list is endless.
Okay.
So at the time that you were buying these things,
like that, you know
what were
I mean?
the people in your life
everyone was saying like, well, you know, he's lost the plot. What's wrong with you?
Right, he's lost the plot.
Yeah, exactly.
Was there an intervention in that respect? Did people try and stop you from buying these things?
I think there's definitely been times in my career where, you know, I've spent money stupidly and someone will have a word about it, like, but you know, I mean, you got to have fun with it as well.
Yeah, sure.
Live your life, like we're saying, live your life. What was the premise behind the braces? What did you see in those that you said, I want these?
So I went through like, I got a couple of like decent ones, but I thought like there was random ones on there. And I mean random, like Bruce Wayne's credit card from The Dark Knight. You know what I mean? How
you have
random.
that?
I've got that. Yeah, it's so
You've
random.
got Bruce Wayne's credit card from The Dark Knight?
You see, I thought that was pretty rubbish, but you seem to love it.
Yeah, I know. That's really cool.
I'd like to whip that out at Starbucks.
Yeah, so and anyway, so I had some ones that were pretty random. And I thought, actually, let me get one that I really love. And obviously, Forrest Gump, absolute banger of a film. So I thought, yeah, might as well get. They were pretty pricey. They were pretty pricey.
And give some of this away. I mean, not all of it, obviously, but put something out there for us to like, I don't know, bid on for charity. Or win socially or something. That'd be so cool.
You're right. You've definitely guilt tripped me into it there. Yeah.
Louis Tomlinson.
Thank you.
Louis, thanks for coming in, man. That was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Cheers.